Find it in your mind, in your soul.
Tim, known as the lighting designer behind iconic Disneyland Paris shows like Mickey and the Magician and the Lion King rhythms of the Pride Lands, has recently taken on an exciting new role. Now, as the creative director of Disney Tales of Magic, Tim Lutkin brings a unique vision to the park's entertainment.
But it's timeless like a classic. Everywhere it's begging you to catch it.
Life of Pi and Back to the Future. Every experience taught me the importance of collaboration. When Dana Harrell, executive director of entertainment at Disneyland Paris, approached me with the idea for Disney Tales of Magic, I felt honored. It was a chance to craft a story that celebrates all the trades involved in creating a nighttime spectacular of this scale.
Joining Tim on this magical journey is Morgane Kiesling, a designer and former teacher in the animation industry, who brings her own flair to the project.
Growing up between France and California, Disneyland Paris was always a dream for me. My career began as an illustrator, and over time, I fell in love with attraction design and media storytelling. When I joined Disneyland Paris last year, I connected with Tim over our shared love for Disney, and that's where the magic truly began.
Together, Tim and Morgane collaborated to craft a show unlike any other. From the timeless magic of classics like Cinderella to the emotional depth of The Lion King, every element was designed to immerse guests in Disney's rich storytelling heritage.
I wanted Disney Tales of Magic to explore what magic means today. From the visual charm of Walt's early works to the emotional journeys of characters like Ariel and Mulan, we created a narrative arc that feels both authentic and heartwarming.
The show begins with a tribute to Disney's cinematic magic. From Pinocchio to Mary Poppins, it sets the stage for an unforgettable experience. As the story unfolds, audiences are taken through themes of friendship, love, and belonging, with iconic characters like Stitch, Wall-E, and Bruno leading the way.
One of my favorite moments is the He Lives in You sequence from The Lion King. It's a powerful reminder of the magic in remembering loved ones.
And the spirit of life calling
Another highlight for me is the Blue Fairy, who symbolizes Walt Disney's art form. Her presence ties the show together beautifully.
From Sleeping Beauty Castle to the vibrant projections on Main Street, USA, Disney Tales of Magic brings together over 300 characters in a dazzling display of light, music, and emotion. Through Tim's vision and Morgane's artistry, Disney Tales of Magic is more than a show. It's a celebration of life, love, and the timeless wonder of Disney.
For me, it was super important with Tim Lutkin being the creative director of the project, Sarah Wordsworth bringing in her wonderful script, and then, of course, my responsibility, which is our creative teams, bringing everybody together to tell this story in the best way that we possibly can, because Disney magic is different than any magic in the world, and to uphold that is a big responsibility. We have 20 new projectors. We have, and those projectors are actually 4 times brighter than any projection we've ever had here. So what you're going to see is going to be the most clear, beautiful thing ever. We have 400 architectural lights that we are adding all around us. I mean, from a projection standpoint, we also have, we're projecting on Main Street for the first time, and we have light effects and sound effects. The show is incredibly immersive. So from a tech side, it's super, super exciting to work on. matter where you're standing, you are in the world. Not only are you seeing what the story is on the castle, but you're seeing it everywhere around you. And as I mentioned, those soundscapes, all of the extra tech that we have added is super cool. And it plays a really big part in really transporting you, because the story is so intense and so wonderful, and you're really living it. And when you get to see and feel it visually, it's magnificent. The Walt Disney Company started as an animation studio, and it's been such a pleasure on this project to uphold, and a huge responsibility to uphold, the legacy of Walt Disney through some of the hand-drawn animation that we've included in this show. I think we can all say that we don't see a lot of hand-drawn animation anymore, and so it's incredibly special to work with the Walt Disney Animation Studio to create custom animation, rotoscoped. I really enjoyed this process. I'm an animation professor as well, and so getting to touch this media that not a lot of people get to anymore has been personally a really rewarding part of this experience. And our show is bookended by this very special animation, and it's super emotional every time I see it.
Sometimes magic is something you feel inside.
What's happening? Where are we going?
We spent about 6 months in a pitching process where I was playing around with ideas and storylines of how best to use our current Disney stories and Disney characters in one coherent story. Once we got the green light with the concept to do Disney Tales of Magic, we've been working for about a year. So it's been about a year and a half of work. One is the old Disney classic stories and how magic first appeared in those stories in about 1930, 1940. Then I wanted to tell the story of how the word magic at Disney developed into something else. And by the 1960s, and then again in the late 80s, we were using the word magic to mean something that we felt inside. So Ariel in The Little Mermaid, for example, when she opens the film with Part of Your World, everything was about a feeling and following a dream. And that's what we call Disney Magic now. And that's what the show is about. The show is a groundbreaking, fully immersive experience that takes technology and storytelling to new heights. For the very first time, not only will we be projecting onto Sleeping Beauty's castle, but also Main Street, USA, with stunning visual immersive worlds and a beautiful new soundscape. We combined high-definition projections, drones, synchronized fountains, ultra-bright laser technology, and an exclusive tailor-made soundtrack to bring this one-of-a-kind emotional journey to life at Disneyland Paris. These nighttime spectaculars, the true hallmark of the Disney resorts, have defined the spirit of entertainment in the park. Our hope is that Disney Tales of Magic inspire every guest to discover their inner magic.
Find your magic, embrace it, and pass it on. Thank you for joining us for this wondrous evening. As you journey on, hold tight to those you love, because the most powerful magic is the magic you share.